All right, shalom, shalom. I'm going to start by giving infinite honors and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harachak, Wadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and are worthy of their double honors. Peace and blessings to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last 6 time. All right, shalom. And I'm just getting a little morning exercise, afternoon exercise. All right. And the spirit just motivated me to just get into this quick lesson. It's basically entitled, what you invest in will either return good or evil. What you invest in will return either good or evil. All right, so everybody's working towards something on the planet Earth right now. You have people that are working towards good. You have people that are working towards evil. But ultimately, the things that you set your heart or your mind on, all right, are ultimately going to show what you actually desire. All right, so if you're setting your heart on wisdom, all right, it's going to show forth that you want the kingdom, you desire the kingdom. If you're setting your heart on folly or things of the world, all right, outside factors, it's going to show forth that you ultimately, you want death, man. All right, the wages of sin are death. But this is Matthew 6, and I'm going to start at 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Right, so on this earth, this current kingdom here in America, or across the four corners, whatever elect will be scattered, will ultimately desiring something that we can't actually see in this society. We can't actually touch it, go up and walk in and grab it, something that's tangible. We're pursuing something that's ultimately eternal, all right, that the naked eye can't perceive. So it takes faith beyond this kingdom to ultimately persevere. Like Yahushua said, if my kingdom were of this world, then will my servants fight. So we take upon that same mindset. If our kingdom was of this world, then we would ultimately fight for things that we could see, fight for a corruptible crown. But our kingdom is of an incorruptible crown. So ultimately, we have to store up our treasures in the heavens, man. That's why we speak to each other with heavenly conversation. All right. The scriptures tell you the prayer of a righteous man availeth much. The scriptures tell you that Yahushua said he prayed for them and not the world. So the Lord prayed for his elect, man. And we're ultimately praying for each other, exhorting each other with the comforter, which is the word. So that's where ultimately our minds are occupied in prophecy. I'm reading the NLT, Matthew 6 and 19 in NLT. Don't store up treasures here on earth, where moths eat them and rust destroys them, and where thieves break in and steal. And if you think about that, if you have something on the earth, a bank account that could be hacked, your house, your four walls that you live in with a roof over it, that could be broken into. Someone can break into your car, steal your valuables. But what about this word once it's inside of you? All right? Once you're living it, no one can actually take that from you. So the Lord is just ultimately exhorting us and commanding us to not worry about the things that we can see. And does that mean to just abort mission, forget about bills, forget about fines and payments that you have, forget about going to work? No, the Lord says, wait ye upon me. So we have to wait upon these words to know the ultimate time, all right, on when to move through the spirit of prophecy, which is the testimony of Yahushua, which we always go into. But verse 20, back in the KJV, Matthew 6 and 20, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. Right, because a thief can go under your car or go in behind your fence and take your it's that thing everybody likes to, the society, they steal it a lot. It's called not copper, but it's catalytic converters, right? And you have people like a outbreak in crimes with people stealing catalytic converters. So a thief can go in and steal something that's essential or valuable to your component part to your house or your car, right? But what about the scriptures? What about the word? What about your identity? What about the nationality? What about the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua? What about the mysteries of the kingdom? That can't be taken. So we have to fight for a kingdom through faith that the society can't perceive, man, or can't imagine. Verse 21, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Right, so where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. And they work hand in hand. The things you like, your mind are always on it. If you like women, your mind is on women all the time. If you like partying, your mind is on partying. When's the next party? What's the hottest clubs out? If your mind is on clothes, you're always in the clothes. If your mind is on just miscellaneous things, just those things that come with the flesh, man. All right, so we meditate. Scriptures say meditate upon good things. We meditate upon the kingdom, getting out of America. All right, we meditate upon getting justice served on our behalf. We meditate upon the 2/3 being back in their right mind. All right, not being cut off due to a lack of knowledge. We meditate upon the wicked being taken out of rulership, man. Just good things, man. Godly things. Like Galatians, the 5th chapter, goes into different lusts of the flesh, but then it goes into different fruits of the spirit. Temperance, humility, meek, slow to anger. So those are fruits of the spirits that we should equip ourselves with in order to meditate and keep our minds on prophecy, like it tells you, I believe, Sirach, the 38th chapter. He that meditated upon the law. All right? When the good Lord will, he shall be filled with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, because the desire of wisdom, like it says, the scriptures tell you, bring it to a kingdom. This is Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 20. Therefore, the desire, Salaki, I'm going to start at Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 14. Whoso seeketh her early shall have no great travail, for he shall find her sitting at his doors. To think therefore upon her is perfection of wisdom. And whoso watcheth for her shall quickly be without care. For she goeth about seeking such as are worthy of her. Now this is not talking about a literal woman. All right. But it's given the characteristics of a literal woman. Right? Loyalty, seeking you, right? But this is speaking of wisdom, knowledge, understanding, the scriptures. That's why it's going to say the desire of wisdom, bring it onto a kingdom. Because by us desiring the scriptures, desiring biblical prophecies, desiring the name of the Lord, desiring righteousness, that's going to lead to the kingdom being put into fruition, man. It's going to lead to the appearance of Yahushua. We're literally prophesying Yahushua back on the scene, man. Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 15. To think upon her is perfection of wisdom, and whoso watcheth for her shall quickly be without care. For she goeth about seeking such as are worthy of her, showeth herself favorably unto them in the ways, and meeteth them in every thought. Because wisdom ultimately guides you in your decisions, in your way of life, all right? Through your mind, meditating upon these scriptures, having a word inside of you, it leads to you operating in the word. Your actions are going to be a reflection of the scriptures. How you move, how you speak, what you eat, what you drink. That's sound doctrine. Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 17. For the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline and the care And the care of discipline is love. And the scriptures tell you that love is the keeping of the commandments. They that love me shall keep my commandments. So by us keeping the commandments, that's giving us wisdom. Ultimately, the principle of the thing is fear. The fear of the Lord bring it onto wisdom, man. You have to fear the Lord. If you don't fear, then how are you going to say, okay, well, I'm going to submit. I'm going to be disciplined. So it says, for the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline, and the care of discipline is love. And love is the keeping of her laws, and the giving heed unto her laws is the assurance of incorruption. And incorruption maketh us near unto the Most High. Therefore, the desire of wisdom bring it to a kingdom. You see? Let me get that word if I can. Incorruptible or incorruption, imperishable of the soul, immortal, everlasting. Man, immortal and everlasting, man. It says, and love is the keeping of her laws, and the giving heed unto her laws is the assurance of incorruption. So we're going to be assured to have that crown of life, assured to have incorruptible bodies, assured to have the kingdom of heaven. We desire wisdom. Where your treasure is, your heart will be also. Verse 20, therefore the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. That's right, man. And ultimately, what you invest in will either return either good or evil, man. It's going to return either good or evil. So if you're investing in the kingdom, the return is going to be wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. The Lord building you up and preparing you for what you asked for what you're investing in. But if you're investing in America, then guess what? Your return is going to be things that you can visibly see. You're going to raise up the ladder here in America. All right. You can fulfill all your goals here. But guess what? What profit a man if he lose his soul and gain the world? So the elect are not going to be bought into this place, man. Back in Matthew 6:21, I'm going to start at 20 again. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. Right, because even these corruptible bodies, these materials, they got to decay and decompose. But we ultimately desire what? Angelic bodies. So this is Matthew 6:20 again. I'll just read it again. But lay up not for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart will be also. Verse 22, the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. And I want to read this in the NLT. It says, your eye is a lamp that provides light for your body. When your eye is good, your whole body is filled with light. So that's likened unto your mind. You fill your mind with good things, right? Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, that's going to flow down to your body. You're going to put good things into your body. Sound doctrine. So ultimately, what you invest in will return either good or evil. And I want to get that word invest. Invest off the online etymology. It says to clothe in the official robes of an office. To clothe in, to cover, surround. So either you're going to be covered or surrounded in the shadow of the Almighty, the name of the Lord, the scriptures, or you're going to be covered in the spirit of Egypt. The scriptures tell you that woe unto them that take a covering but not in my spirit. That means their minds are going after the ways of America. And it's showing in their mind and in their body. So the Lord is making an example of who the evil are and who the good are. All right, we just have to follow after the latter. So ultimately, what you invest in will return either good or evil. Lord willing, this message was edifying. The one to my teachers, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well. Until next time, Kwam Yashala, Samah Yashala, Yahweh Al-Hayanawa, Yahweh Ahud, Hear, O Israel, the Lord our power is one Lord. Until next time, Shalom.